Well, Tithe Lending, we're set up as both, as a broker and as lending our own money. So what that means is when you go to a bank, the bank's going to lend their own, well, they're not actually lending their own money. It's actually coming out of thin air, but we won't even get into that. Brokers, we go through wholesalers, fund the loan at the table. And if you lend your own money, technically you're funding it yourself. Tithe Lending can do either depending on the scenario for the client. So what do clients want when they get a mortgage? They want the money to be cheaper, they want it simpler, right? And they want it fast. So we have the ability to go high speed, and our process is high touch. We have really good experienced teams. So those are both checks, but then cheaper. Nobody wants their loan to be more expensive, right? So by having all of these different options, we're signed up with, I think it's 11 or 12 different wholesalers right now. Depending on the product and depending on the customer profile, the wholesaler could have a different appetite that they want to add to their portfolio. So those things change all the time. So when we plug that in, if there's a wholesale outlet that wants that loan, and we can get a more competitive interest rate and it's cheaper for the client, but the customer, they don't care where the money comes from at the table. When they're at the table, do you care who funded the loan, who wired the money to the title company? Makes no difference, right? They want it cheaper. So depending on why we're set up with all these different wholesalers and why we can also fund our own money if that makes sense, so we can consistently deliver that loan to the customer as cheap as possible.